Hello Wolfpack, we're going to be briefly going over some of the critical support and resistance zones for Bitcoin today because a lot of people, generally, most of my audience and most of the crypto audience in general wouldn't have an extensive knowledge of TA, I'm assuming, and so otherwise why would they watch my videos, right? I guess for a second opinion, but most people would probably watch it for, seeking direction in the market, what's going to happen next, and potentially that they like the way I look at things. However, a lot of people wouldn't know, and we need to be looking at the critical levels here. We've done a Bitcoin analysis this morning. If you want my views on Bitcoin, what I think is going to happen next, go ahead and watch that video. This video is not about that. This is simply outlining the levels that we need to be watching. So get your trading view up, set alerts at these levels. They're very important. So the upside levels that we need to be watching on Bitcoin are currently obviously that 40k region, so we need to be zooming out. We need to see that 42k region all the way to 40k or 39.8k or even lower to 39.5k is a very critical region for resistance. We can even bring that up all the way up here to 42.5k. We can see that this green box here is the major first step for Bitcoin. That is step one we need to be retaking for any bullish momentum. Now, the second level that I'm going to be looking at for Bitcoin is the area in which we held its support in November and December, right? And that's going to be at 45.5k or 45.6k. Okay, that is the next critical level. And then finally, the last critical level, well, one of the last ones that I'm going to be looking at here is 48k on Bitcoin. Okay, 48k is the level we need to be breaking on Bitcoin to be confident in a bull market continuation or a restart to the bull market. I'm going to make that a thick yellow line. Now, a higher level that I've previously said is responsible for a bull market continuation is 53k, and I still stand by that, right? If you are conservative, I'd say if you are conservative, you'd be waiting for 53k, and hence I'm going to make that a dashed line, okay? So those are the levels to the upside we need to be watching. The whole red box here that I'm going to draw out between 39k and 42.5k is a general area of resistance that I wouldn't be surprised if we retest, right? I wouldn't be surprised at all if we do something like this, but this video is not about predictions, right? This video is just about outlining. So those are the upside levels, 45.5k, major resistance zone, and then 48k we need for a bull market continuation. Now, as for the downside, so we've got the upside there. As for the downside, what are our next levels? Well, the whole region here between around, let's look at around 28k or 27k all the way up to around 30k or 31k is a major support region that we could potentially be holding for Bitcoin, and we certainly will have a bit of a tough time dropping below that. I think we are going to drop below it, but again, it's not about predictions. That is the first area for support that we're going to be looking at and the first target to the downside. Now, a second area, if that fails, and it's very possible it will fail, right? Because we've already tested it in January, we've already tested it in May to July, so it's very possible this time we're not going to be so lucky to get past it. And next level is 24k. Okay, and 24k is this little block of support that I'm going to outline here. This little block of support that we formed here in December. That is a major area of support that will most likely lead to a bounce. And the last area that I'll be looking at for Bitcoin, the last possible area that I think we could be testing is this block here of support that's coming from around 19.8k all the way down to around 16.5k. All right, and that is the previous all-time high from 2017 on Bitcoin. Previous all-time highs on 20k. That supports on 19.8k. So that is the last level for Bitcoin to be holding for support. So those are the levels I'm looking at in the short term. And you'll notice that there's a massive gap here between 40k and 30k. And that is because this area, in my opinion, is a no trade zone. This is where historical consolidation has happened. I don't think you should be trading in this region. I don't see the point. We are between major resistance and major support, and hence we should be waiting for a clear break of either of those things. Those are the levels. So just to recap, if we're going to break upwards, the first mark we need to get over is 39.5k, between 39.5k and 42.5k, then 45.5k, then 48k, then 53k. To the downside, it's 30k to 28.5k, and then 24k, and then 19k to 16k. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Those are the levels for Bitcoin. Write them down. Get them in your charting. Obviously, these are the static levels. There are dynamic levels as well that we need to be looking at some point. But we look at those basically every Bitcoin video. Those are the things like the SMAs. This is just the static support levels that aren't going to change, and hence this video is somewhat time-proof. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll catch you in the next one.